Hi guys, it's me. You're probably wondering why this video is starting with a little message from me, but I do have to issue an apology because during this episode at around 8-ish minutes, my camera, so the camera that was filming me, has cut out. So it is essentially a 40-minute long episode, but you only have more or less of 8 minutes of myself. The good thing about that is you get to look at these lovely gentlemen for the remainder of the episode. All the audio is still there. You can still hear my voice, but unfortunately, just due to a technical error here, I'm not going to have any footage from 8 minutes onwards, which is super unfortunate. But sometimes it just gets like that, and I do want to apologize for the inconvenience of watching this. I still hope you have a really good time listening. It's a really great episode, although the film, you will quickly come to learn, wasn't our favorite of the year by any means, but we did have a lot of fun on the game segment. It did get quite competitive and quite difficult and quite tricky. So for all you cinephiles out there, for all you film fans, do play along and let us know what you thought of the games. But that's a little quick message from me, and I'm going to shut up now and let you guys enjoy episode 40. Hello guys, what is up? My name is Dylan. Welcome back to the Popcorn Podcast. This is episode number 40. We are going to be talking and discussing Venom, The Last Dance, the third installment in the trilogy of Venom films. I am once again joined by Mo and Hashi from Small Time Critics podcast. Welcome back, guys.
Hey.
Here to talk about the latest superhero flick. I think you can tell by our sort of tone, body language,
and that sharp intake of breath as well.
Yeah. Sort of. We might have a little gauge of what we kind of think, but as always, guys, we're gonna just kick off this episode with a plot synopsis on Venom: The Last Dance. So here we go. And also spoilers will be discussed, so there is your warning. So Eddie and Venom are on the run, hunted by both of their worlds, and with the net closing in, the duo are forced into a devastating decision that will bring the curtains down on Venom and Eddie's Last Dance. Directed by Kelly Marcel, starring Tom Hardy, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Juno Temple, Risa Fans, Stephen Graham, and more. Just, you know what, before we actually start talking about Venom 3, what do you guys think about Venom 1 and 2 in general?
Venom 1 is one of those films where it was so bad it was good.
Right.
Okay.
Ruben Fleischman's the director who I generally liked before.
He did Zombieland.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before Venom. And because of how much trouble he had with Tom Hardy's kind of characterization and Kelly Marcel's script, he didn't end up doing number 2. And obviously the rest of the franchise suffers from that. But because Venom is such a huge character in comic book lore, it made money enough for it to garner two sequels.
Yep.
And hence the reason why we're here.
Yep. Yes, we are. Yeah. Mo?
I've never really cared for the Venom movies, to be quite honest with you. I kind of think they're just... I really don't like it. I think that there's villains in comic books that you can do like these like one-shot movies or whatever, like the Joker, for example. Obviously, Joker 2, not many people liked it, but Joker. But Venom, I don't think his backstory or anything that is interesting enough for me to be like, I'm invested to see multiple movies of this person. I truly think Venom actually needs Spider-Man.
Yes.
This is what I was literally just about to say when you started talking about backstory. Is the idea that these Venom films are not linked to Spider-Man whatsoever. Yeah. But fundamentally, in the comics, his story is specifically tied to Peter Parker. Yeah. And, say what you want about Spider-Man 3, but at least they had that tie-in with that. And I feel like, if you laid the groundwork there, it would have just made for a much more investing trilogy of films.
Such a good point, because I've got a lot of time for Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
And again, Toby's my Spider-Man as much as this guy calls him. What did you call him? You call him Moany Toby? What did you call him?
What?
Whiny Toby.
Whiny Toby.
Who's your Spider-Man?
I would say I think the best is probably Holland, because he's a mixture of both. That he does that very well. But something about Andrew Garfield is like, wow.
Yeah. I can
live with that. I think Andrew Garfield's great. Yeah. And his Spider-Man film.
Bro, I just think with Toby, he was a bit too like always down in the dumps and crying about something. To me, it was just I don't know. It didn't feel. Yeah. As Spider-Man, he was great though.
He's a
I
great
feel like-
Spider-Man. I thought he was a great Peter because
Peter
he
Parker.
really took on. You know what I mean,
I still think Spider-Man 2 is the best Spider-Man film.
Oh, as a film, it's
by
really
the way, there's a
Fantastic.
scene where it's basically there's a horror movie.
Oh yeah, the hospital scene.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
But that's Sam Raimi for you, man. Yeah, that's
That's-
oh god, I love that guy, man. He's honestly so good.
yeah.
But yeah, we did a little Spider-Man detour there.
Again, any way to get to a good film.
any excuse not to talk about this one.
Yeah. But the thing is, with Venom 2, that film was so bad, and I was
Yeah.
watching it. I'm thinking, goodness.
2 is the worst of the 3 for me.
So this is a problem that happens sometimes in Hollywood, where a star like Tom Hardy gets control of a kind of franchise like this. The first one does very well, like did crazy business, came up to obviously middling reviews, but obviously capitalism. I mean, the money talks. So with the second one, the screenwriter for all 3 films was Kelly Marcel.
Yeah.
And Kelly Marcel and Tom Hardy been friends for a long, long time, near enough 20-something years. So again, that kind of connections definitely helped Tom be able to shape Eddie Brock to where it was, this kind of very, very larger than life character, way more larger than life than kind of comic books had kind of Venom's kind of like the connected human to him kind of thing. So it's this film, The Last Dance, is basically a culmination of the fact that Tom Hardy's had so much control. The fact that he has a story by credit in this film is crazy. And the fact that Kelly Marcel's first directed film is meant to be an installment in a blockbuster franchise. It's kind of unheard of kind of territory here.
And it shows.
And it definitely shows. And the fact that you have someone as powerful as Tom Hardy basically pushing this as not only just a story by credit, producer, star, and we are where we are because of that. Because no one said, yeah, guys, Amy Pascal was like, no, guys, can you slow it down here? Like, let's kind of like get a steady hand to kind of, no.
Yeah.
And yeah, you could tell from minute one. And some of even the casting choices, the performance from Tom Hardy, one of the worst is because he was playing this kind of like,
Oh my god, I really want to talk to you about it.
slightly, the whole film he kind of slightly looked like he was constipated.
Honestly,
the way he was walking like
actually, all 3 of the films for me, something about, I love Tom Hardy as an actor, but something about the way he acts as Eddie in this, there's something that there's a disconnect for me there. I don't like it for some reason. You're right. He makes these certain facial expressions and he
the
acts in a
English
certain
accent comes out.
and he acts in a certain way where I feel like in this scene I don't feel like you should be acting like that. Like I feel like your emotion should be something different or whatever it is. But yeah, something about his character, the way he acts it doesn't hit.
Yeah, I totally agree. And great actors can go from different modalities, from high to low, from happy to sad and stuff like that. But he was doing it to a way where it was so abrupt, number one.
And we know he can do it.
And we know he can do it. That's the worst thing. That's the thing that's so confounding. And in number one, in Venom 1, sorry, it was kind of a novelty. Like, oh, this is interesting. Like the stuff with the lobsters, all that kind of ridiculous stuff. Yeah. And all the stuff like in the convenience store in number one, all very funny at this time because, again, it's the first time we're seeing it. But it gets old, it wears off, and it got to a point where he was kind of being very quiet, but then being very bombastic with the performance at times, stuff like that. And some of the actions and some of the things that happened in the scene were incongruent with what was happening in the story.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's very bizarre.
Yeah, I kind of want to talk a little bit about what you guys were talking about, the Tom Hardy performance. For me, I don't really know too much about like kind of the backstory about how the film was, in production, etc.
Yeah.
I think with Venom 1, it's clearly, it obviously is very goofy and over the top, but I feel like it's slightly a different tone to Venom 2 and Venom 3. Venom 2 and Venom 3, I feel like what they've done is almost kind of acknowledge that the first film was just a bit of a mess, very, very mediocre. I don't think it's one of the worst comic book films ever made, but just kind of this like, I don't even know how to describe how I feel about the first Venom film because, anyways, but the second one, for me, the reason I kind of prefer the second one over this one,
Wow,
and I don't think the second one is a good film, is because, dare I say, it kind of has personality to it. And what I mean by that, it's directed by Andy Serkis. It's shot by the great Robert Richardson, who, like, if you look at the second one, the colors, the way they pop from that, it's a pretty gorgeous film to look at from a comic book film perspective. The second one's just so bizarre
and like all these weird and wacky things are kind of happening. And what's happened is the Venom films ultimately, for me, have turned into comedies.
Yeah.
Essentially, they've just turned into comedies. By the time you get to the third, what they've done is like, you know what? There's no way we're gonna make some masterpiece here with the Venom characters. We haven't really had the groundwork with Venom 1 and 2 to make Venom 3 a great film. So what we're going to do is embrace the kind of cheap, lazy, put audiences in cinemas kind of aspect, which is the comedy and that whimsical element between Tom Hardy and whatnot. For me, Tom Hardy, I think he's kind of, I don't know how invested he is in these films, to be completely honest. If you look at how his mentality and his attitude to, things like Peaky Blinders or the Christopher Nolan films, it's completely different work ethic. Here, he's just like, yeah, sure, I'm a producer on this film. I can basically, have a bit of creative control. I'm going to make some money and then basically say goodbye to the director and let my friend direct. I don't think he really cares that much at this point. And if you look at Venom 3, like what is this film? It doesn't have a story. It doesn't have a script. Venom, Eddie Brock, he's not an active participant in the film. He just has things happen to him. He's being hunted by Null, which, by the way, Null... Oh my goodness, man. Like the trailers were saying like, oh my God. I honestly, as bad as these Venom films are, I was genuinely excited to somewhat see the King of the Symbiotes. I was excited to see Null. They didn't use him at all. They had a couple of scenes of him sitting on the throne being like, I'm going to kill the world. Are you serious? Is it someone wrote this? Like seriously. Crazy. Seriously. And he sends his... Okay, I'll tell you what. Before we actually delve into the issues with this film, is there anything you think about this film that you actually admired? You thought, you know what? Hats off to this. This is good. This is pretty decent. This is all right.
I think the fight scenes looked okay.
Okay.
I didn't mind the fight scenes as much. I think they looked fine.
I thought the CGI was pretty decent for the most part.
It's not terrible.
For the most part.
It's nothing crazy, and it's nothing terrible either. I think it's...
Can I just say, it is pretty sad doing this, like just really trying to milk the positives here.
It's other than that, I mean, Stephen Graham... Yeah, as he wasn't really in it. He acted his role very well. It's just a lot of
Rhys Ifans.
Yeah.
Again, great actor. And he again, this is gonna kind of be also a diss at the same time. Like he was great in it, but I don't really understand why his character. His character was meant to be in it for some
dumbest
kind of,
fucking character ever. How is he bringing his family to Area 51? Yeah. What do you think is gonna happen, bro?
Put them in peril. Yeah. Again. It was meant to do some kind of like emotional stakes for the film, give it some kind of emotional stakes for the film, but again, didn't really do that. It wasn't really comedy relief.
Forget that. That's like,
it's just so.
But that's like in this one movie, right?
Yeah.
We've had Venom and Eddie's relationship since Venom 1, and still at the end, when what happened, I still didn't feel anything.
Didn't feel it. And this film was meant to be a film about sacrifice.
Yeah.
One of them sacrificing for the other, and. It wasn't earned at all.
Like a good movie, every time he says buddy, I would have been like, I feel that. You know what I mean? He's not there, but
he's my best friend. He's my what?
Right. But just nothing. The little kid crying at the end, like, oh my God, Eddie.
Can I tell you, I feel like the reason for that, for me at least, is I fundamentally don't know who this Eddie Brock is. Who is he as a character?
Right, exactly.
Like even he's had 3 films. I still don't know who that character is.
Yeah,
I really don't.
They had like the first 2 films explore like his kind of like his
relationship
splitting up.
Yeah. But dare I say it, like Topher Grace's version of Eddie in Spider-Man 3 had more depth to that in the what? If Venom was in Spider-Man 3 for the last 40 minutes or something like that, that had more of a story than any of these Venom films here. It is just. I think, oh my gosh, man. And also, so speaking of Rhys Ifans, I don't know why, if they're trying to like mess with the fans' mind. Why are you using Rhys Ifans and Chiwetel Ejiofor, people who have played other Marvel characters? You know, Rhys Ifans played the Lizard, and Chiwetel have played Mordo from Doctor Strange. Yeah. Why are you putting them in this film? Like, it's just, you know, I don't know, man. And Juno Temple's character, what was her character? She has powers. She doesn't have powers. She's what?
She feels crazy. Like she feels connected to the symbiote even before she was ever actually connected to the symbiotes. I don't know. It's just, and the other one, Christmas,
again.
Why was she so like? It's like she
motivated.
Yeah.
Where was her? Like,
there's a scene. I think Triz was saying the film that he completely checked out was when she came out of a room where it said like the world's ending because like one of them has to die. kind of thing. And she goes out of the lab and she just talks to a random kind of like a extra and just said, "Have you talked to your parents?"
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
And
I remember
then-
that part. Yeah.
And I kind of just looked at everyone like, "What the hell
What's
is
this about?
happening?"
Yeah.
You know, what I mean?
What did she mean by that?
Like
Who
God's
knows, man?
ending, talk to someone you love,
Yeah.
or something
Okay.
along. It's just,
Yeah. Also, the Juno Temple character. What the hell was that backstory? Only for her to just sort of, when she becomes a symbiote, like speed over and then come. What?
Yeah,
honestly, honestly,
and I think she's such a fantastic actress.
she is.
Well,
Yes.
She is.
she was not used like very well in this movie. Yeah,
Kyoto Ejiofor was trying.
yeah.
He was really,
was.
really trying.
He was. Bro got the cash grab and left. Honestly, he's going back to the MCU.
To be fair, a lot of these people in the film were. They got a great check for this. I'm
Yeah,
very sure.
yeah.
It's like,
I just don't get how you can have a Venom movie and you hardly see any Venom
yes
in
oh
the
my
movie.
goodness.
Like
Yeah.
the whole a major part of this plot point was him making sure he doesn't turn into full Venom, so that these hunters don't find him because of the
Venom
COVID.
was purely.
And I'm like,
comic
come on,
relief.
this is the last one, and this is kind of the way you want to go with it. I just didn't really get.
Did you think there was not enough Venom in the film?
I don't think as much.
Yeah,
no.
I agree.
Fully formed Venom, I don't think as much. I
No,
think
no.
fully formed, he was probably in it the most, obviously at the end, right?
I think
When he was getting beaten up as well.
being up, and also maybe the scene where he's dancing in Vegas.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why is Mrs. Peggy in that? Like, why is she there? Bro, like you had her in the number 1 and 2, and so obviously, you have to bring her back. for
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah. It was the
You
most
find
random-
her at like some like some casino. Like, come on.
next to the slots.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, yeah.
Honestly,
Upsetting.
so bad.
It's like
so
it's like
poor.
the scene in the second one. I think he goes into like a club, and I think Little Sims is there actually. The
Yeah,
rapper.
it's the,
yeah.
it's the glow in the dark.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, I'm free and all of this stuff and whatnot. It's just like, oh, this
Yeah.
is come on, man.
So dope. I was going to say, one of the things I did actually somewhat get a little bit of entertainment from was these, sequences where Venom has to bond with other organisms. For example, the symbiote bonds with a horse, he bonds with a fish one
Yeah,
time, bonds with
yeah.
a frog.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I was going to ask you guys, if you could see a symbiote bond with any animal
Yeah.
or any organism, what would it be?
A lion.
Lion.
That's why. That's the immediate thing I
That's
thought.
terrifying, bro.
Yeah, that's the reason
Can you
why.
imagine?
Yeah.
That is terrifying.
So I thought it was funny, like for the mid credits. It was
Oh,
all
yeah.
kind of like all the different animals.
Yeah, yeah.
It molded like a tortoise, an elephant was one, and stuff like that. I thought that was interesting visually, and I mean, I was hoping for a bit more of that.
They
in
look
the
like
movie.
those. They look like those psychological. You know those ink blot things
Yeah.
when they show
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Yeah.
in a way, yeah.
Gosh. So what are we thinking,
Yeah,
guys?
clutching our straws right here. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the last dance. I mean, hopefully it is the last dance.
Oh, 100%.
Can I just ask though, you guys? Obviously, it's been a lot of talk about this. Do you guys think that this movie would be like we would probably like it much more if it was rated R?
No,
No.
I think there's so many more problems than just
Yeah.
Yeah.
the maybe lack of violence or creativity in the action.
But a Venom movie needs that, right? Rated R.
It does. I think you can make something dark without necessarily showing a lot of violence. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah,
Totally agree,
yeah.
Like I hope that in the MCU when Tom Holland Spider-Man, if and when he does eventually get that symbiote, I hope it's definitely more deconstruction on the Peter Parker character, and then you can show all these like really dark physical things with the symbiote and stuff like that. But I think the symbiote, ultimately, the thing I'm interested in with symbiotes is how they change humans and how they change the psychology of humans, Peter Parker especially. And I just don't think these films just really do that at all.
Yeah.
Like, it's just... And no, I don't even want to keep talking about Null, but oh my God. And he was in one end credit scene, he was like, oh my God, you guys failed, I'm going to destroy the world.
Yeah, I don't get. Is that set up for a spin-off or?
I bloody hope not, honestly. Like, seriously. Gosh. So what are we giving Venom out of 10?
Oh,
Is it even worth rating this? I don't know.
So this film, I think the fundamental issue, it's a failure of story.
Absolutely.
That's a fundamental issue because there's no kind of narrative through line that we can even grab onto to try and make sense of it all, kind of thing. And that's the kind of the fundamental issue here, kind of thing.
So,
Yeah.
what's your rating?
So my rating, I think when I came out of it, I said,
Yeah, I looked at you, bro, and you're like, bro.
yeah, that's bro. Like, and a film's bad when, especially when you go to these kind of early press screenings. There was no board to take pictures at. There was no kind of like like refreshments, food that they normally give us and stuff like that. Any kind of picture opportunities for social media, none of that. They just said, get in the cinema, watch this. And even the person who introed it from Sony.
Just have fun, guys.
Guy,
Literally, that's legit what he said.
yeah, he's like,
Legit
guys,
what he said.
guys, we're like, just give it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Try and speak positive about it,
Oh
about
my
the film.
God.
And yeah, just have fun, guys. And
That's hilarious.
just no effort, no real kind of, it was just
Yeah.
horrible.
There was some guy creasing at the front. Like, I don't know if you heard.
Yeah.
Some one guy who, I don't know if he was high or something. This guy was just laughing all the way through. But I'm like, bro, you know what? I'm not even mad. Usually I tell someone to shut up, but like, seriously, you know, like,
Yeah.
oh god, man. That's interesting. You say you can tell whether a film is good, is going to be good or bad by the press, by the setup of the press screening.
It can go two ways. It can go two ways. It can be that way, and you know, oh, this is a going to be a real turd. Or when it's crazy amounts of like
Yeah.
food and
I
drink
think,
and picture opportunities.
Joker 2, they did. Can I?
Ooh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Joker 2, I don't think they even introed it. They just turned it on.
Yeah,
Honestly,
they turned it on. And what was also one was, I think, Never Let Go, which is another bad film this year. The drinks were incredible. The popcorn was incredible. The picture opportunities were outstanding. And I said to everyone, it's going to be a bad film, guys.
Yeah.
It's going to be very
Just
bad.
had a
Like
feeling.
they've went to so much effort, and people ended up walking out halfway through.
Wow.
But yeah, and this
Jeez.
film was so bad.
Gosh, yeah. Well, there you go, guys. I don't even think we want to give ratings. But, do let us know what you think of Venom 3 if you see it. If you actually enjoyed it, who knows? Like, you know, I can't think of anyone who would, but good for you if you did. So yeah, that's our breakdown of Venom: The Last Dance. We are now going to play some games.
Yeah.
So the first game is just a little kind of to warm up the brain on some of the superhero flicks. The first game is, what year were these comic book films released?
Okay.
So I've got
You're good at this.
I've got 15 comic book films, and you got to tell me what year they came out.
Okay.
Okay, we ready?
Yep.
So first up, X-Men Origins Wolverine.
X-Men.
Oh, you're going one by one?
No, you guys just shout your answers. You only get one guess each.
Okay. X-Men Origins Wolverine.
So whoever can get it first.
2003.
No.
05.
2009.
It came out after Iron Man.
The one year after Iron Man.
Oh,
That doesn't sound right.
It
But
doesn't.
I'm pretty sure it is 2000. We'll fact check this
To
after.
be fair,
Yeah.
it wasn't one I liked. So.
Yeah. Up next we have Avengers: Age of Ultron.
2012. Yeah.
Nope.
11.
Nope.
Oh, so it must be
2012 was
14.
the first Avengers film.
So it must be 14.
16.
15.
15.
Oh!
2015. The first Venom film.
2016.
2018.
Correct.
Yeah.
Man of Steel.
2015. Nope. 2014?
I think 2016.
Nope.
Oh,
2013.
2013.
oh.
Batman Begins.
2005.
Correct. Well, you were on that.
I know that one.
Up next we have Kick-Ass.
Ooh, 2011.
Almost.
I was going to say 11. Damn, okay.
So it must be 12 then.
I'll go with 10.
2010.
Yeah.
Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
2011. 2010.
That one was
Oh,
after,
2013.
That one was after the first 2014.
2014.
Yeah.
Aquaman.
2017.
2018.
Come on, man.
Spider-Man 3.
Oh,
2007.
Correct.
so nice.
Hulk, the Ang Lee film.
2003.
2003. Yep. Batman and Robin.
98.
99.
7?
7.
Oh.
1997. X-Men First Class.
11.
Yep.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
The first
2014.
Correct.
Yeah.
The Amazing Spider-Man.
2014? 16?
So, so this is Garfield.
That's the first one. The first Garfield one.
Oh wow! So this is right. It's after Avengers, the first Avengers, right?
20. We said 13, isn't it? It's not
14.
12.
2012. Same year as Avengers. I think came out 2 months after the Avengers.
That's why I was
Interesting.
trying to think, because I'm trying to always gauge when it was after
in comparison to other
Avengers.
films. Yeah. And finally, we have Joker.
2018. 19.
2019.
Because of the pandemic.
There we go, guys. Okay. How's that game?
Smoked you on that one.
Yeah.
I would've-
Most common
No.
for blood.
Listen. Yeah. I think we're kind of equal there.
Okay, so up next, we have a new game. And this is, since this episode is comic book film themed, which comic book film is rated higher on IMDb?
Oh, okay.
I'm going to give you
You
pairings
should
of
be good
comic
at
book
this
films.
because he does this game as well.
Oh, is it?
I've done this. Yeah.
Oh, here we
This
go.
would be good. Yeah.
So essentially, guys, ratings aren't everything, but in this game, they are. Guess the comic book film. Which comic book film is rated higher on IMDb?
Okay.
So first up, we have Spider-Man No Way Home or The Dark Knight Rises.
So what Mo does, he does a 2-point system where if you get a point right, if you get which film it is, but then you get an extra point if you actually do the correct rating.
The correct
Okay,
rate.
well, there you go. If you want to
good.
hazard a guess what the ratings are as well,
Okay.
be my guest.
Oh no.
Spider-Man No Way Home.
So Spider-Man No Way Home is definitely rated higher, I think.
Okay.
And I'm going to say...
I don't know, bro.
I'm
'Cause
going to...
The Dark Knight is a 9.
Dark Knight Rises.
I know.
Yeah.
So Dark Knight Rises, I think if I remember, it's in
9.
No, Dark Knight is a 9. I think Dark Knight Rises is in the 8s, if I'm not mistaken.
Got to push you guys.
So No Way Home, I'm just not sure if that one's. You know what? I'm gonna take a stab at the dark. I'm gonna say Dark Knight Rises 8.2.
Okay, cool. So Dark Knight Rises is rated higher.
Yes.
Dark Knight Rises is rated 8.4. Spider-Man No Way Home is rated 8.2.
Oh my days! Oh, so
0.2, fair enough.
Okay, so up next we have Suicide Squad, the first one,
Okay.
Oof.
or Venom Let There Be Carnage.
So this is the Will Smith Suicide Squad,
Yes.
Yeah.
or Venom Let There Be. So that's the second Venom. Which one?
So yeah, first tell me which is you think is rated higher, then
Yeah.
maybe hazard a guess at the rating.
I'll say. I'm gonna say Venom is rated higher,
I would say the same.
and I would say it's a 6.0.
Very, very close.
I would say 6.2.
Okay, well, you guys are very close. I did forget to say that there is an option that these films could potentially be rated the exact same.
Oh.
So the ratings for both of these films are 5.9 on IMDb.
Oh,
both
wow.
of them. Yep. So up next we have Deadpool or Captain America Civil War.
Deadpool or Captain America Civil War. Oh, this is a tough one.
Captain America Civil War.
It's rated higher.
I'm gonna say IMDb ratings. I'll say Deadpool is higher, and I will say it's an 8.4.
Deadpool.
And
Yeah.
I'd say Civil War is an 8.5.
Okay. So Deadpool is rated higher.
Yeah.
Deadpool is an 8.0 and Civil War is rated a 7.8.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Just
Here
come
we go.
on.
Up next we have Avengers Infinity War or Avengers Endgame.
Infinity War is rated higher, and Infinity War is an 8.8. I'm gonna say,
I would agree. Infinity War is rated higher, and it is an 8.6.
even though you like Endgame more, yeah. Okay.
So the two films are currently on IMDb rated the exact same.
No.
Both 8.4.
Really?
I'm not mad at it.
Yep.
They're the same.
Yeah. To be fair, I'm a letterbox guy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, me too.
yeah.
But you know.
Yeah.
Up next we have Man of Steel
Mm-hmm.
or Ant-Man.
Oh, Man of Steel might be getting done dirty here.
Letterbox is so weird. 'Cause I remember when you played this, I was genuinely shocked by some of the ratings. It was
Yeah,
like-
Letterboxd is also for like film bros and film enthusiasts.
Yeah.
So you get a different sort of
Yeah,
Yeah,
take
sure.
on it. So
Yeah.
100%. Oh, this one. Okay, Man of Steel or Ant-Man. I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna still say Man of Steel.
Is
Come
rated
on,
higher.
come on, people have to be sensible.
I feel like it should be, but I'm gonna say Ant-Man, and I think Ant-Man is probably rated like 7.1.
very, very close. So you are correct. Ant-Man, I can't believe this. This is
This-
Ant-Man is rated 7.2 and Man of Steel is rated 7.1. Can you believe that?
That's crazy. I think that's
Wow,
crazy.
that's mad.
Even though it's 0.1, that is crazy.
Yeah, still.
Yeah,
So it's
but-
even anyways, yeah. Up next we have Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice
Okay.
or Venom, first one.
So
First
I think
Venom.
Dawn of Justice will be
Higher.
yeah.
Okay. I'll go Dawn of Justice, and I'll say it's a 6.4.
I would say it's a 7.1.
So you both are wrong. So Venom is rated higher. And Venom is at a 6.6, and Batman vs Superman is at 6.5.
This is quite upsetting.
It is. It is very, very revealing. Yeah. Second to last options we have: Iron Man 1 or Black Panther.
Wow, two films I love a lot.
That is very.
Maybe the
hard.
answer is just counter programming. Like the answer I have in my head, just go the opposite.
I'm gonna say they're the same.
Okay.
Ooh.
Because I can't decide which one's.
I'm gonna say probably Iron Man's rated higher.
You are correct. So Iron Man is rated 7.9, and Black Panther is rated 7.3.
Oh, that's a big. That's
crazy.
Is Iron Man really a 7.9, guys?
You think it's lower?
I think so.
Really?
I'd
give it like that.
Both films are very good films and very, very important films for different reasons.
Yeah.
Obviously, Iron Man starting off
MCU,
and Black Panther just being a real totemic movie.
Yeah.
For Marvel.
Just as a movie. What did you say? Do you have it there? What did you say Civil War was?
7.8.
And Iron Man 7.9. Do we think Iron Man's better than Civil War?
No, but again, it's IMDb. This is why.
I know. It is. IMDb is funny.
Thank God we're not doing Rotten Tomatoes because I can't do that. Yeah, sorry, I can't. So last up we have Joker and Batman Begins.
Joker.
Joker's
just
higher.
because of IMDb and how silly it is.
I think, yeah.
Joker's higher, and I would say it's like an 8 point. We'll go 8.6.
And that was, again, people that they love Joker. I think it was okay.
Yeah,
I don't think it's as good as.
I agree.
Yeah.
Really?
So Joker is rated higher. It's an 8.4, and Batman Begins is an 8.2, which is
that was close.
8.4.
yeah.
What are people
I don't-
smoking?
I think Batman Begins is still the best comic book film origin
story. Yeah, you said
think.
that. Yeah,
I did
yeah,
say, and everyone was like, "What?"
Yeah. No, I don't think.
Nah,
did I say it?
No, I don't think you did. I think Ken took it personally.
Yeah.
That
He
sounds
took
like
it personally.
that sounds like
Batman Begins is quite underrated.
We recently rewatched it. It's brilliant. Man.
Yeah.
Ra's al Ghul, the ice scene.
Yeah.
So good. So yeah, guys, that was which comic book film is rated higher on IMDb. Let me know. Let us know how you did in the comment section. So for our third and final game of this episode, this is a game that I've seen a little bit of on TikTok, but this is a podcast version. It is. I will say it's significantly difficult, more difficult than the ones we've played. So I did test this in the car and didn't go down well. But we'll see if you guys do. We'll see if you guys do any better. I'm not going to underrate you guys, underestimate you guys. So this is, can you guess the imposter from this list of actors? So essentially, I'm going to give you 4 actors.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to tell me which of the actors in this 4 is the imposter.
Can we discuss it between us?
Yes. So it's a teamwork game.
Okay.
It's a teamwork game.
Yeah.
Are we guessing the movie too, obviously?
So I'm not going to give you any clues on how to do it, but it would be probably sensible to guess the film
Okay.
and then figure out who the imposter is.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
I just told you how to do it again.
Oh, I'm excited. I think I was going to do that anyway.
Yeah. So first up, we have Paul Dano, Tom Hardy, Andy Serkis, and Jeffrey Wright.
Yeah. So this is the Batman. And
Wait, say them again.
Paul Dano,
Yeah.
Tom Hardy,
Yeah.
Andy Serkis,
Jeffrey Wright.
and Jeffrey Wright.
Yeah,
Tom
so
Hardy
Tom
is the
Hardy's
imposter.
imposter,
Correct.
The Batman. Okay, yeah. Well, high five. Good answer.
So up next we have Florence Pugh, Emily Blunt, Michael Caine, and Casey Affleck.
This is Oppenheimer. And say who's the third name?
Michael Caine.
He's the imposter.
Correct.
Let's go. Oh, man.
You guys are just bad. Up next we have Austin Butler,
yeah.
Oscar Isaac, Zendaya, and Jason Momoa.
Austin Butler, Oscar Isaac, Zendaya, and
Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa. Austin Butler and Zendaya. Have Austin Butler and Zendaya acted together before?
That's what I'm trying to think of. This is a very good one.
Sorry.
This is quite a good one.
Austin Butler, Oscar Isaac, Zendaya, and
Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa. Oh,
When it's always weird things like this, well, like weird kind of like acting pairings, it could be like an animated film.
it could.
Trying to think that
But it
way,
could
maybe.
be one of them might have not have like a huge role. Like the Oppenheimer one, Casey Affleck wasn't in it much.
Yeah. General Patch, yeah.
Yeah. But I can't think of a movie, honestly. Austin Butler and Zendaya.
Austin Butler.
Has Zendaya been in any animated movies recently?
Probably by looking at his
Yeah.
face. I was trying to think.
No, I'm
Zendaya's
blank.
early
Huh?
career.
I'm blank.
What's it has to be an animated film. Go on.
So I'm not gonna actually tell you the answer. I'm gonna lead you in the right way. You
Okay.
guys are gonna kick yourself in a sec. So
Okay.
this film or these films
These films.
Hold on, listen.
Okay.
potentially
Yeah.
Okay.
these films that you could be thinking about when you come across these
Okay.
group of actors.
Yeah.
Austin Butler, Oscar Isaac, Zendaya, and Jason Momoa. These films have done incredibly well amongst fans. Potentially some of the best reactions to films that we've gotten in the past couple of years.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Oscar Isaac, Zendaya, and Jason Momoa. It's June, and
Oh my goodness.
who's the
Oh
who's
my
the imposter?
goodness. Oh my goodness.
Who
Oh
is
my
the
goodness.
Wait, they're all in it.
Wait. Go ahead.
Austin Butler,
Austin Butler, yeah.
Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac,
No.
Zendaya, and Jason Momoa.
Oscar-
Don't say no more, Dylan. It's June part 2 because Oscar Isaac's like, come on, man.
Whoa,
By the way.
that is
Wait.
wrong.
Ah!
That is wrong.
Wait a minute. Go again with it.
Wait, are you serious?
Austin Butler,
Austin Butler.
Oscar Isaac,
Oh my goodness.
Zendaya.
Duncan's not in it. Duncan's not in it.
Jason Momoa.
Because there's a
Wait,
flashback scene.
who's not in it? Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
He dies in the first one.
First
the
one,
second one,
yeah.
Oscar Isaac.
Yeah.
June part 1.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but
So who's the
sorry.
imposter?
The imposter is
Wait, Austin Butler.
Austin Butler. Austin
Yes.
Butler. Because he's the madman at the second one. Yeah. Oh
There
my
we
God,
go.
that was a good little. Yeah.
yeah.
That was a good one.
You're right. If we didn't
If
Yeah, we
you
were-
fumbled that,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
my god.
We were bad for that one.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so up next we have Ana de Armas, Daniel Craig, Edward Norton, and Lakeith Stanfield.
Oh, this is Knives Out, the first one, and Edward Norton is the imposter.
Correct.
Yeah.
There we go. Up next we have Ryan Gosling,
Mm-hmm.
Will Ferrell,
Mm-hmm.
Rachel McAdams, Helen Mirren.
One more time, please.
Ryan Gosling,
Yeah.
Rachel McAdams,
Yeah.
Will Ferrell, Helen Mirren.
Is Helen Mirren in Notebook?
is Will Ferrell no?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If Helen Mirren, well, that's what I'm saying. If Helen Mirren's in Notebook, then Will Ferrell's the imposter. But I don't remember if Helen Mirren's in Notebook.
I don't know why I'm thinking if. I don't know why.
If the one that came out this year.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm thinking that. Don't know why. Because Will Ferrell to be in a film with Helen Mirren. You know what
Well,
saying?
I'm saying, yeah, my version is Will Ferrell's the imposter, so I don't know. Because I can't think of a movie where Ryan Gosling,
Rachel McAdams,
Rachel McAdams, yeah, I can't think of
Will Ferrell,
Yeah.
and Helen Mirren. I
I
can't lie, this one is a bit of a sticky one, but
I don't think Rachel McAdams and Will
difficult.
Ferrell have acted alongside each other, have they?
Yeah.
gotta push you.
I'm
Oh,
oh, go on. Come on.
Will Ferrell has been with in a movie with Rachel McAdams, which was Wedding Crashers.
Okay.
And
Is Ryan
Ooh.
Gosling or anyone in that? Ryan Gosling or Helen Mirren, are they in that?
don't
I haven't
think
seen
Ryan
Wedding
Gosling-
Crashes in
I
years.
don't
Great
think
film.
Ryan Gosling was in that.
I'm gonna say Notebook, but Will Ferrell's the imposter. But I mean, I could be wrong.
What are we going with, guys?
Yeah.
This is
Wait, is that Amy Adams or Rachel McAdams? That is Rachel McAdams in Notebook,
Rachel
right?
McAdams.
Yeah. I, my thing is no. If you got a better one, we'll go for that.
Helen Mirren. I don't remember her being in it. There was another British actress who was in it. She was a redhead. Fuck, I haven't got it.
This is go
Go
Notebook.
to you? No, this is wrong. So it's wrong. So the film is Barbie. So who's the imposter?
Barbie. Okay, so Will Ferrell's in Barbie.
Ryan
Helen
Gosling
Mirren's-
is obviously
Helen
Barbie.
Mirren
Helen
is
Mirren's
the
done.
voice.
Yeah.
She's kind of the narrator.
Yeah.
So the process of elimination. Who was the last person?
Ryan Gosling, Rachel McAdams.
Rachel McAdams.
There we
Oh,
go.
okay.
And finally, guys.
So Helen Mirren isn't in Notebook, guys.
Yeah,
I'll just check.
We got to the bottom of it. Yeah.
Finally, guys, the last group of actors we have:
Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch, Andrew Scott, Richard E. Grant, and Colin Firth.
Richard E. Grant. And the film is 1917.
Correct. There we go. Wow, that was an impressive end.
Impressive end.
How was that, guys? How was that as a game? Just
That was
feedback.
That was the most fun one for me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
I think we only got 2 wrong, right?
You got.
So, we got the Barbie one wrong.
Well, we got it. We got it in the end. But yeah.
Well,
What did we get
Wait,
wrong?
yeah, it depends on
Dylan
how
told
we
us.
grade it.
Yeah.
Depends on how we grade it.
We got
yeah.
a couple of perfect
No,
ones. though.
you got. So the ones you got completely right were the Batman,
Yeah.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Dune you need a little bit of help on.
Yeah.
Knives Out you got.
Yeah.
Barbie you need a little help on. And 1917. So you guys got 4 out of 6, which is good.
That's cool.
It's a good score.
I'll
It's a
take
good
that.
score. It's a good score.
Good question.
But yeah, guys, that concludes
That's
this
fun.
episode. Thank you so much for coming and talking about Venom. You guys clearly had a lot more fun with the games than we did talking about the film. Maybe we should just come on and just do. I'll tell you what. We'll grab a bunch of guests and come on and play some games one day.
Yeah.
Great idea.
I love the games,
The
man.
games are great.
They're great, yeah.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, listening. Thank you, Mo. Thank you, Hashi, for coming
Appreciate
on,
you.
guys.
Thank you so much for having us.
Small Time Critics. All their links are going to be listed down in the description box below. Thank you so much. You guys have been doing amazing stuff. London Film Festival, your episodes themselves, and we look forward to seeing what's to come for you guys. So,
Yeah, you too, man.
too,
No,
man.
appreciate it. Thank you for having us.
You guys
of course,
are fantastic.
anytime. Thank you. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, and we will catch you very soon in the next episode of the Popcorn Podcast. Cheers.
Peace.